From being one of the most influential YouTubers, having one of the biggest podcasts in the world, launching a very successful energy brand with the UK's biggest YouTuber, to throwing it all away again by making two very big mistakes. This is the fall of Logan Paul again. Logan Paul first made his very big mistake back in 2017, where he filmed a Japanese man who had unalived himself in a very famous forest in Japan. After this, he received a lot of lashback as per usual, and his vlogs that were very cringy back in the day received a lot of dislikes, and he stopped uploading for a long while. In his comeback, he decided he would start making videos again, and made a video where he donated to a lot of not aliving charities and promised to do better.
So I'm pledging to donate $1 million to various suicide prevention organizations, with the first $250,000 going immediately to the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline so they can increase their capacity to help those in need.
For anyone watching, I want you to know you are...
And by doing better, he hired a person called Mike Malak, who was supposed to be an advisor on what to do and what not to do during videos. Now, KSI famously called out Jake Paul and Logan Paul after this fight against Joe Weller, which caused the great rivalry between Logan and KSI. This prompted a fight between KSI and Logan, which resulted in a draw, and later on, KSI and Logan fought again, which resulted in a KSI win. Logan took this on the chin and decided to fight Mayweather. During this fight, it was an exhibition fight, so no one officially won the fight, but Logan Paul decided to celebrate like he did, and in the post interviews he's very excited. After this seemingly massive win for Logan Paul, he decided to launch Prime Hydration. And during this time, he was also doing his podcast called Impulsive, which he famously said was the #1 podcast in the world. At this point, Logan Paul seemed to have made one of the biggest comebacks on YouTube, after being the most hated YouTuber to being YouTube's favourite YouTuber alongside KSI and Prime. However, this would not seem to last long. Recently, on an Impulsive episode with just Logan, Mike and George was a new co-host of Impulsive. He's a Christian, he's a comedian. However, Logan seems to make a habit of making fun of George's religion, which is Christianity, on the episodes. On one episode particularly, Logan apparently said that George needs counseling because Jesus isn't quite doing it for him.
Give an example of
one that really hurt me is you told me I need a therapist because I believe in Jesus. That one hurt me.
No, I didn't. I said you need a therapist because Jesus isn't quite doing it for you, which is true.
No, you didn't. I don't want to stand down. No, you didn't.
You think I said you need a therapist because you believe in Jesus? I checked you and I said,
what did you just say to me? And you said, what did I say? And you stumbled. And you're like, I don't know. What would I say? You fumbled. I'm not backing down from this.
It is common knowledge that you don't interpret reality like reality happens. Mm-hmm. And you heard that incredibly wrong. You think I said you need a therapist because you believe in Jesus?
What do I need a therapist for then?
Jesus isn't doing it for you. And I believe
what do I need a therapist for?
I don't believe you're as emotionally mature as you could be.
George found this highly offensive, and they had a debate on the podcast. Later on, the comments of that episode seemed to favor George a lot, and there was a lot of hate starting to arise for Logan, quite like the 2017 incident. Logan seemed to take this on the chin, and Mike and Logan go to Qatar to watch the World Cup. There, it's almost like God's wrath hit him, where he got food poisoning on the first day and then alcohol poisoning on the second day. He was very ill during this time, and this is when CoffeeZilla releases his piece on CryptoZoo game. This is a game that Logan was trying to launch earlier this year, 2022, 2023. He was about to launch it, and basically what happened was that the lead developers of the CryptoZoo game stole the source code for this crypto game and ran away. The general consensus of the CryptoZoo game was that you would buy eggs on the blockchain, and you'd buy the eggs, and the eggs would hatch into animals, rare animals. You'd breed the animals together and create rare animals, and then these animals would be worth a lot, which you could sell it for or keep it and raise the money of these animals. It's a very simple game, and there was a lot of other crypto games like this, but Logan apparently said that this is his genuine idea from start to finish, and he just hired the wrong people to do it. A lot of people bought the eggs, and a lot of people lost the money that they invested in this game, as shown in the CoffeeZilla videos. Now, CoffeeZilla did a year of research on this hit piece. He made 3 videos that got a lot of views, and because of these videos, LoganPaul has received a lot of hate, and now he is facing a lot of lashback, and made a video saying that he was going to sue CoffeeZilla, and said that he was lying in his videos, that Logan didn't do this intentionally, he didn't do this to steal people's money, and this is what a lot of people thought had happened, the people that invested in the game that thought had happened. Right now, that's where we are at. Logan recently tweeted out this. It seems like Logan has to take this on the chin. On a new podcast that he released, he said this.
From the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry.
I appreciate that.
My attitude towards you on that episode and my belittlement of your beliefs was not appropriate at all. Not as a podcast host, especially not as a friend. I had made the mistake of assuming that the part represents the whole in terms of the intolerance that does exist in your religion. Every Christian I know, pretty much, is incredibly warm, loving, accepting, and forgiving, including my devout mother. And I also recognize that it's a source of so much hope and purpose for people, and it was wrong to be dismissive of that. I do want to say the following, though, because it's important to me. Yes, I do think it's a shame that the scripture says homosexuality is a sin. I don't agree with that. I do think it's a shame that the scripture says worshiping any other deity than Jesus is a sin. I don't agree with that. As you know, I also don't believe it's an incredibly progressive practice to deny scientific evidence and evolution in favor of creationism. And I have a right to believe what I believe, which again, as you know, is in a God, a higher power, universal energy, creator, whatever you want to call it. And while the God that I believe in might not be the same as yours, the point is we all believe something. And no matter how much conviction as individuals we have that our truth is the truth, at the end of the day, nobody knows. However, my angst towards the parts of organized religion that I don't agree with was directed solely at you. And that was not fair. If your character and your belief system is rooted in positivity and it gives you purpose in this incredibly confusing and difficult world, it deserves respect. And I know how loving you are, and I respect you. And I'm sorry, bro, I love you.
I love you too. And apology 100,000% accepted.
So it seems like Logan has apologized to George on the new podcast, and he seems like his plan of action right now is just to take the L on the chin like before and move forward. I think the reason why Logan keeps failing is because he has the right ideas. It's just that he got complacent with being counsel-free and safe, and he should really think about what he's doing next time. I mean, it seems like he hired the wrong people. His team should have done better research on these developers that stole the source code for the CryptoZoo. Yeah, in general, I think Logan should surround himself with better people. I think Mike has used Logan quite a bit, but that's just my opinion. What do you guys think? Comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.